Hey everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory. We're continuing our playthrough on the 1.1 version of the software. And yeah, we unlocked some stuff in the last video. I've put those radio towers out in the 4 locations. So I finished that off so we can see lots of resources, which I'm assuming you can filter if you wanted to, but anyway. It's all there, which is good. Now, what I wanted to do, I noticed in here, a couple of the new items have been unlocked. So I just wanted to see if we could get an idea of what's involved. Okay, so we got supercomputers, high-speed connectors, plastic, AI limiters, and computers themselves. So the only thing we don't automate is these high-speed connectors and radio control units. We don't automate the crystal oscillators. Okay. And what are we looking at? So this one here just needs 50 of these. Now we can even buy these. Now this is just going to give us drone stuff, which we could use to move stuff around. I mean, that might have even been a better option than the train for the copper ingots, depending on how much it can carry. Nuclear power is supercomputers, 50. Okay, and then you got the radio control units again. Okay, then we're getting a bit more complicated. Yeah, so I guess it's in order, isn't it? That's needed for the thing. What do you call it? That thing. The space elevator. So is that? Alright. The trick's going to be that I'm not making some of that. The hell? Okay, what does a blender do? A battery. A battery. So it's sulfuric acid, alumina, and aluminium casing. Now, did we have an excess of alumina? Now, again, that's going to make water. Why does everything make water now? Now, sulfuric acid. Did we get... Would that be a refinery? It is. Okay, so if we take sulfur and water, it makes sulfuric acid. Yeah, that bauxite mine that we picked there doesn't really have anything else around it, does it? Unbelievable. There's no sulfur. You know, there's sulfur all the way over there. There's some impure. We do have all of this, and there is water. There's a Sam over there as well. Okay, so it's used for drones and vehicles. What if I didn't do drones? I mean, it'd be like, well, okay, there's no point doing that. Okay, so that's the blender. Okay. So we need it for this part. Oh no, is that item? No. That is that item that we made manually last time, wasn't it? It is. Look, there it is. Ah, no. Alright, they're all in here. Alright, this is where it gets stuck now. Because it's like, okay. I don't really know what I want to do. The problem is at some point in time I need to make these items if I want to keep pushing forward, but I'm so reluctant to do it. And what can you buy in here? So we still got that, which is pretty cheap. We can buy these. We can buy 50 of these. You can buy 100 of those with 4 tickets. We could buy 100 of those for that research. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we still need the empty... Can you buy the empties in here? You can't do the empty fluid tank? Is that because I haven't unlocked it yet? Okay, let's have a look. So that was 100. I think the ammo was 250. So you would need 4 of those. That was 100. So if you got 2 of those, that's 12 tickets. 12 tickets. Oh, I have them on me. I have 12 tickets. Exactly.
If peace is not an option, Fix-It ensures that no matter what, its employees can overcome any obstacle. All you need is the will, the tools, and the awesome shop.
Don't dispute it. So I think that needs nuclear.
Turbo rifle ammo unlocked. The pioneer ammo of choice when obstacles are numerous and time is short. Panic and imminent death often negatively affect human accuracy, so this ammo meets the human experience with Fix-It efficiency.
Okay, maybe the canisters are unlocked in something in here. Yeah, that one there. So we haven't unlocked it yet. Okay, so we can't do that one. But what we can do is put them away. And clear the list. Okay, if we just wanted to do this one. We would only need to buy that. 7 tickets. Yeah, let me just pull these down for a minute. Motors. 100, 200, 300. Okay, so that gives us drones.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
Okay, so drone port uses those items, and so do drones. Alright, so we're getting a hint at some of the things we might need to automate. Those high-speed connectors and that whatever we just bought. I've forgotten now. Supercomputer. Yeah, can't add at the moment. So we need 50 supercomputers, and then the rest of the stuff hopefully we would have. So that's 8 tickets. Just buy another set of those. Alright, so if we look at concrete. It's 2,000. Cables. Haven't got enough space. Okay, I need the rocket to come back. Yeah, I need to work out... I just want to unlock things so that I can work out really what we need to automate. Now, if we're going to do a lot of heavy drone stuff, like I said, we need to do those connectors plus... again, what the hell are they called? Mine's gone blank. These things. Radio control units. But if we do radio control units, we need to do crystal oscillators. Which we haven't done yet. So, you know. And supercomputers just needs the connectors. We've got everything else. Yeah, so once I know what we're gonna do, then I guess we can come back with a plan of what we're gonna actually do. I wish I could put stuff in there. I mean, I guess the storage is on the rocket, so it's... You can't put stuff on it if you've... So with the crystal one, if we want to do those oscillator ones, what we could do is bring them back. Train the crystals back. Store them somewhere here. And then we can feed all the components out to make the crystals. So I wasn't sure how I wanted to do this because there was one problem I have with these is I really wish they had a setting that said keep a minimum amount of these so they don't all get used. Yeah. But the problem is, for me to use these efficiently, it would be really good to be able to feed out of them to send to a production to make something else, which is what I would like to do. I did have a thought, which is possibly stupid, and that is that you put a splitter on the back and you take half to what you want to make, and then you feed the other half back in to, say, up here, the top input. So that way if your production is using all the items, because you're splitting and you're feeding half back into the box, you're in theory keeping some in the box all the time. I know it sounds really dumb, but the only other way you could do it is if you did sort of like a smart one and then you did it with an overflow, or you did a priority. But you'd still have to feed back into the box. But I just wish that they just created a storage box that, you could just set a level. Keep this amount. Do not take this amount out of this box. But you can't do it. And that's why you'd almost end up with two boxes, like split. I mean, the other... how else could you do it? If you had another box... No, you still couldn't do it, because even if you had some sort of splitter system and you said this output, just block it, and then that, it's still going to send everything the other way. Yeah, I think my idea of feeding it back in is the only solution I can come up with. The problem is, if you're doing it from these one devices, you're going to end up with a lot of splitters if we end up having to build a lot more items. But if you want to reuse what's here, how else are you going to do it? Otherwise, this is just a storage system and you can't use what you're doing with this storage system. But the fact that we're training suppliers over here... How long's it take to get this bloody rocket back? Come on! So that must be 1 minute. It just seems slow, but then it's not me counting down. So the other question is, would we add another train? I could look at what I wrote down, because I tried to write down what trains were doing what. See what's spare. So the Caterium train has a spare slot, but is it going that way? No. The aluminium train has a spare slot. It is going that way. Yes, I think it is. So it could pick up... I'm pretty sure it is going past that station. That's the copper train. Hang on. Too zoomed in. That's the aluminium train. It just went past there. It's back. Yeah, so we could load the quartz crystals onto that. Oh, I didn't get the heavy module frames. It's because I didn't have enough space. Now, I did say we needed to solve some problems with power. $100, $200.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
Okay, so advanced aluminum production. So what do we get? Scannable resource uranium, encased uranium cell, electromagnetic control rod, uranium fuel rod, nuclear power plant, and a magnetic field generator. Consumes nuclear fuel rods and water to produce electricity from the power grid. Produces nuclear waste which is extracted via the conveyor belt output. Caution, always generates power at the set clock speed. Shuts down if fuel requirements are not met. Okay, so that requires supercomputers. Would definitely solve my potential power issues though. 2,500 megawatts. So can we do nuclear with this now? There's uranium there. There's uranium there. It's right near water as well. Yeah, because there was a lot of uranium around there, but that's obviously just me being able to mine it and pick it up, I guess. But can I even carry it around? Wouldn't have thought so. Alright, we're going to get out of range. Hold on a second. Let's switch to the jetpack. So is that the one? So is it all the way down there? That's really annoying. I didn't want to go down. Hang on, it's not. Why is it saying it's so far away? It's definitely so. Well, I guess we're going down here, aren't we? Where the hell is it? Oh, God. It's up there somewhere. I don't think I'm getting up that bit. Hang on. No, this is not looking good. I just want to find it so I can actually test something. Hey, cats. Well, that did nothing. Why did that not? There it is. No? Are you kidding? That's all I get from it. Lots of bad cats and... Okay, I can't find this. Is it inside a cave? I don't know where it is. mean, I think it's indicating it's in here somewhere, but... Oh, is it that? Ah, it's that pile right there. I think it's right there. Let's get rid of some of this gas. Wait, now I'm not seeing it again. I thought it highlighted here a second ago. What the frick? I think I'm done looking for this. $322 meters that way. That's literally what it's saying. Oh, you're gone again. Is that because I'm standing on it? Now it's 311 that way. It's just, I'm going backwards and forwards. Oh, there it is. Yep. Are you kidding me? Now, what happens? Do I continue? Can I drop? No. So if I move away from it. Okay. So we have no safe way to store it at the moment. Shit. There's another pile. But where's the actual mine? Jesus, cats bloody everywhere. Okay, so where's the actual mine? Oh, there's a big cat. I think he's irradiated. Oh, more than irradiated. He's... Well, no, I guess the term is still irradiated, isn't it? So wait, there's all this uranium here, but I'm still not finding the actual mine. I thought it was in here. It's 252 meters that way. There more cave entrances? I mean, there's a power slug. That's really helpful. Man, all I wanted to do was find one, put down a damn mine, and see if that's how you actually mine it. I just wanted to work it out. I wasn't quite locked into doing it yet. I just wanted to understand it, and then I could plan what I want to do. This is a big cave with a big cat. Still not seeing anything that looks like a uranium mine. So I think I'm on the wrong path. It's an interesting cave though. I think I've been in it before though. I reckon I have. There. Is that the one I'm looking for? I mean, that is definitely... That's the one I'm looking for. So it was under here. Okay, so can you... You can. And that's going to come out with uranium. And then, what do you do then? Do we smelt it? No, we definitely don't smelt it. Do we foundry it? Nope. Refine it? That might be more likely. No. We don't refine it either. And we didn't pump it straight into a... Do we blend it? Because the power wanted... Yeah, I don't have the stuff to build one. Well, we don't know what it wants. Wait, how did I see that it wanted something else? Oh, it said nuclear fuel rods. There it goes. Yeah. What did I try? I didn't try blender, did I? Batteries. Encased uranium cell. Okay, that takes uranium, concrete, and sulfuric acid. Okay. Something crashed. I'm not sure what happened. The game's having... Not the game. The game didn't crash. Sorry, my recording software crashed. Okay, so this can do that, but that's still not what I'm looking for. Alright, well, let's do this other one. What was it? Rod. Uranium fuel rod. Oh, crap. It's made in a manufacturer. Oh. That means a lot of items. Encased uranium cell. Encased industrial beam. Electromagnetic control rod. What the heck is that made? Okay, so it seems nuclear power is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Even from a storage point of view. See, that says moderately radioactive. So we're not going to want to store these with our regular stuff. That's for sure. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to have to do some research in how to do this, because it seems that this is not going to be very easy. Oh, there we go. Oh, so the aluminium sheets, we should definitely put them on the dimensional thing, because they can do the conveyor lift 5. That's pretty cheap, really, when you think about that. You get to almost to the point where I'd just put these out everywhere. It's cheaper than some of these other items. Yeah, because I don't know where you do the other ones. What was the other one? Not the rods. Oh no, well, these ones, control rods. Assembler, or a crafting bench. So, sorry, did that say they were... Okay, so they could be easily done. They're not... These are not radioactive, so we could make these and store them. This stuff is all radioactive, though. And what, would you build everything under here? It's a massive cave. Otherwise, you'd have to find another source, wouldn't you? Oh, there's one right up there. Okay, they're the only two that are in detectable range of me, in my vicinity, but we have not branched out further. So more than likely I would do it here, I guess. You've got water there. It's just how you do it, because the problem is, like I said, you're not going to want to take these minerals somewhere else. So really, you're going to want to train in or something all the other components to something around here. This is going to be in a very irradiated area, I guess. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comments, tips, tricks, advice. Do I need to back down? Oh, I probably do need to back down a little bit. Uranium's probably a little bit ahead of the game here. But yeah, let me know what you think. Comments are always welcome. As I said, I'm not an expert on this. I mean, I'm feeling the pressure. I'm trying to keep going as best as I can. The only thing that's saving me is, I guess, taking some time to do things between videos, because I feel less pressure when I'm not doing it in a recording. So I can stuff around for hours if I have time, and try and work things out, make mistakes, build, rebuild, pull down, rebuild, rebuild, rebuild over and over and over again until I work out what I'm doing. But I struggle to do that on camera because I just feel like, who the hell wants to watch me do that over and over again? Unfortunately, that's what we end up doing. So I try to work it all out so that I can just do it efficiently on camera where I can, but it doesn't seem to work with me. Yeah, but anyway, we might go back and do the crystal things first and a few things like that. I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself and try and keep unlocking this stuff. But I mean, we're probably going to need this nuclear stuff to build some of this other stuff, I'm assuming. I don't know. As I said, thoughts, opinions in the comments, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.